You're watching Pyro Media.
Let's see how you do under pressure. I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra. Walk with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on it and next. Whip this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Yeah. Oh shoot, they don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war, every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening.
First time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience with us is fruitful. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. And we do hope you consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
What's going on, kings, queens, and the entire spectrum in between? It is your boy Kwame, joined by myself. What is going on, y'all? It is reality TV edition. I hope you guys are doing well. What's going on, Michaela? Thank you for coming on through and dropping by. I know you have class tonight, so we'll see you in the morning and or see you on the replay. So thank you for coming on through. If you are just coming on through, please do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe, and let people know to join on. And we're about to get into some heavy hitting stuff right here on Pyro Power Hour. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Listen, we got a lot to cover. I'm not going to delay because we have a lot to get into when it comes to Married to Medicine, but we have some things to talk about. So without further ado, let's get on into some things here. Praise Jesus. Yes. All right, y'all. First and foremost, let's get into the quick drop, y'all. Let's get into the quick drop. First, what is this? Oh, yes. So we have the outfits for the Potomac. What's going on, Dr. O? Thanks for coming on through for the Potomac reunion, the Real Housewives of Potomac. Their outfits have just been released. So we're going to go ahead and just take a look really quickly. I don't like any of these dresses right here. I don't like what Mia's just kind of cute. But, you know, it's typical Mia. Robin's is not bad. Yeah. I don't know what Ashley's doing. That's a little weird. And NECA can go. But let's go back to the people who actually matter. I really like Karen's outfit right here. I really do. I think Karen, first of all, Karen looks gorgeous, first and foremost. And Wendy, come through with... Dr. Holt said next. Wendy's coming through with that cute. I like that that little droop thing there, the necklace. And Candace is giving Vixen. All right, Queen. All right, Candace. Handle your business. So I don't know. I'm not really too excited about Potomac. I haven't been really excited about this season. So we'll see how it goes. But next. Okay, y'all. Let's talk really quickly about this because this has been all the rage. As you guys know, Karen looks like she's competing on RuPaul. I like what Karen's. I don't know. I like the outfit. Whatever. We'll see how it goes. We'll see up close and personal. Those are just pictures, so we'll see if the pictures do it justice or not. But two of my favorite housewives ever are feuding online, y'all. Like, first of all, former OG housewife, Real Housewives of Atlanta housewife, Nene Leakes, is beefing with Portia Williams Guadia. Like, what is going on? So apparently, Portia and Nene were called to do something on the Upshaws. I love you, Nene, but girl, okay. Well, I might have an unpopular opinion. We'll see. But the Upshaws on Netflix, Portia and Nene were asked to come on and do or whatever. And Portia was allegedly, let me just say this, allegedly, Portia called the production company and was like, I can't work with this girl. We have beef from Atlanta Housewives, all this other stuff or whatever. And so this is what Nene is saying on what do you call it? On that she's been saying on Instagram and the social medias and stuff like that. Also, Portia is saying that she is beefing with her, or that there was some text messages that came out, whatever, and that there was some issues going on with that because of the fact that, like, Portia was what do you call it? Portia was why are you guys texting me right here? Oh, there we go. Portia was having an issue with Nene because she didn't support her during her breakup or divorce or whatever. It's all confusing. I don't know where it's starting. I don't know where it's stemming. I think there's something deeper. I know Portia, can beef with people, but from what I've known of Portia and what she's presented, it's never anything out of nowhere. So I'm a little shocked at why, like, that's even an issue. And if it is based off of what Nene is saying in terms of, like, what, that Nene is having an issue or that she's mad, that Portia's mad allegedly because of her boyfriend hanging out with Simon, that's not really Nene's fault. You can't help who people are friends with, I don't know. I think honestly, I think it was a misunderstanding, and I think Portia's really sensitive right now. But again, I don't know the whole deal of everything. I do think that it's effed up that that Portia allegedly did, try to, blackball her or not blackball, but try to get her off of the thing or say that she didn't want to work with her. I don't know. I think this is all weird. I think this is not cool. But we'll see how it goes and we'll see how it unfolds. I don't like the fact that that Nene went ahead and did a post with her boyfriend, Yanni or whatever his name is, and Simon and whatever new girl he's with. That wasn't cool. So I don't know. I just think that, there's a lot more to this or whatever, but it's really sad. And it's sad to see that between them because I thought that they were actually cool, but it's also really interesting to see and exciting to see, Portia come back to Real Housewives of Atlanta because I feel like this is going to gear her up for a lot of storyline. She has a lot to talk about when it comes to Nene. She has a lot to talk about when it comes to Simon. She just has a lot to talk about. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. Let's see. Dr. Holt says, Nene, come here, baby. Listen, Portia has a relationship with Bravo right now. You don't. In the words of Phaedra, why would she attach herself to the Titanic? You are not right. You shade. I don't think that she's a Titanic. I just, I don't know. I just think it's weird. I don't know where it came from. And I pray that Portia's not being like an industry puppet and doing what the network is saying, because I was listening to Impressive earlier. Shout out to the Impressive channel. And she was saying stuff about, like, is this possible? Was it Impressive or Bingeworthy? It might have been Bingeworthy. Shout out to Bingeworthy as well. But one of them was saying that, there could be some type of, like, somebody put a bug in Portia's ear. And I've seen that before. I've seen, Phaedra did it to her. So, I wouldn't be surprised, but I feel like Portia has come along far enough and matured enough to kind of get to a point where she can do and handle the stuff on her own. And I love Nene, but just calm down, daughter. I don't think that Nene should have brought it to the internet. I don't. I think that was a little much. So I mean, that's here nor there. That's what these girls do. So this morning, Toya and Dr. Simone was on Carlos King's show. I watched the interview. A lot of it was a lot of fluff. Honestly, it wasn't like the Mariah interview. It wasn't like even the Quad interview. I actually enjoyed those interviews, but it felt like an extension of the reunion. If you haven't seen it already, it felt like an extension of the reunion. And I felt like Atoya and Simone were able to get a little bit more of her chest. I do think that Simone was not trying to be intentionally negative about the situation and be intentionally malicious about what she did, but it is what it is. And I do think that Quad needs to chill out a little bit, but that's it or there. And I know Dr. Holt's like, you know what, I'm not gonna do this with you. We're gonna move on. But that's gonna do it for the quick drop. I ain't got nothing else on there. I don't have any what's tea. Yeah, let's get into the reality rewind. And then we'll take a quick break a little bit later, but I want to get into the reality. Actually, no, let's take a break now, and then when we come back, we'll get into the reality rewind. So that way, I have enough time to say what I need to say. Okay, because I have words. I have words. So stay tuned. We'll be right back, y'all.
Because self-care should be luxurious. Luxe Noir.
Hey pilots, did you know that you can now catch the electrifying sounds of Bullet in Flight Radio anywhere you go? Yes, you heard it right. Tune in to the high-flying beats and soaring melodies by downloading the TuneIn app on your mobile device. Just search for Bullet in Flight Radio and hit play. It's that easy. And if you have a smart device like Alexa or Google, just say, "Hey Google," or "Alexa, play Bullet in Flight Radio on TuneIn." Experience the rush of adrenaline wherever you are. Listen to Bullet in Flight Radio on TuneIn using your Alexa or Google devices. Soaring through the skies has never sounded this good. Don't miss out on the ultimate musical journey. Tune in now to Bullet in Flight Radio on TuneIn and let the music take you on an unforgettable ride. Get ready to elevate your listening experience. Brought to you by Bullet in Flight Radio.
And we're black. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're just tuning in, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. It does help the algorithm. We do appreciate it. Let's get into some things, y'all. We got to get into the reality rewind. Yes, praise Jesus. Oh, and make sure you guys stay connected. Text Blaze, BLAZE, to 833-793-2423, and you'll get notified when we go live or upload. All right. Shout out to all of our sponsors: Bullet in Flight Radio, the Black of Me Apparel, Luxe Noir, and so much more. Thank you guys so much. And if you want to get shows like this, commercials like that, you can go ahead and hit up Pyro Media Productions by going to pyromediaproductions.com. All right. Let's get into some things, y'all. The reunion recap. It's a lot happening. This part 3, this last one, it's a lot going on. I felt like we closed up on some things. We brushed over some other things. I think we went into a space when it came to the aftermath of what Dr. Simone and Quad, what happened with Dr. Simone Quad. That kind of felt like it was brushed over. Like I felt like it was just, there wasn't a lot of, and even Toya brought it up too. That she said, I felt like we just kind of swept things under the rug and kind of moved on. But we didn't really deep dive. And I felt like that was something that we did. And I don't know if it was in the interest of time or what have you, because we were already on part 3, but there was some stuff that we did not deep dive on. I felt like people were just trying to cool down all of the drama that's been happening online. And it didn't feel like there was a resolution to certain things. But we did tie everything up, so that's here nor there. We had a surprise with Apollo Nida, Phaedra's ex-husband. Can we just take a moment? Can we just, whew, my God, on today, can we just, Jesus, whew, like he's trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he's trouble, but I get it. You know, I get why. Whew. My God, on today. Yes, Dr. Hole, Andy needed a mop with Apollo. Right. Everybody. Right. Oh, yes, God. Listen, everybody was like, even Heavenly was like, oh, okay. Like everybody was like, oh, wow. So, you know, but let's get back to the story. Okay, so he looked like he smelled good. You know what I'm saying? You ever look at somebody and they just look like they smell good? Just the beard was on point. Everything was honey. Whew. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Let's get back to the story. I don't know what Phaedra was trying to prove by bringing him on there. I didn't feel like there was any resolution. I really, other than him being eye candy, I didn't see a reason why he was there. No shade, no tea. You know, Sweet Tea needed him out too. It kept the hello. Quiet as it's kept, honey. Everybody, all of it, even some of the guys. Let me stop. Let me be quiet because we're gonna get into dirty water, and we're trying to keep it clean tonight. Everybody just kind of, you know, looked at Apollo. Apollo is very, very handsome. Okay, we get it, but I didn't see a need for him to be there. Like, what was your purpose and point of being there? There wasn't really any resolution. There wasn't any, like, you know, other than, you know, I feel like you're probably allegedly, you know, messing with him. Honey, everybody got more. Let me be quiet. Everybody, in my personal humble opinion. And Andy, it looked like it. Let me just be quiet. Let's move on. Yeah, I didn't see anything that was like, woo, wow, thank you, ma'am, you know, in terms of their storyline and why she was there. It further proved to me, number one, that Cupcake is here. She said, hey, hoochies. Welcome back, sis. Thanks for coming through, queen. Yeah, I didn't see she said him and Phaedra still hung. I let me do this because you know what, Dr. Holt, you're gonna get me in trouble. I believe that too, but that's, you know, this is just our personal opinion, and this doesn't reflect the views and standards of Pyro Media. These are just our personal opinion and my personal opinion as a host. Yes, literally just walking out. Yes, you made it home safe. Woo! We'll see you in the morning, queen. Yes. Shout out to Cupcake, who came back from Spain to her international missionary stuff that she's doing. Yes, praise Jesus. Yeah. I don't know. I don't feel good about this. Like, I don't see I really think Phaedra should go back to Atlanta Housewives. I really do. I really do. I'm sorry. I do. I don't see a reason for her to be on Married to Medicine. I just don't. Yeah. Good luck, girl. Let's get to the heart of the matter. Sweet Tea and Heavenly. Child, you might not see me in the morning with this jet lag. I know that's right. Get some rest, sis. We understand. But Sweet Tea and Heavenly, there is some heavy beef there are some heavy beats, but I understand. Like, I feel like there is this thing, and I get it. Like, it's a reality show. We're trying to like figure out some things. Like, you're a new girl on there. A lot of these OGs feel like they have to do some type of weird hazing or whatever the situation is. But at the end of the black day, like, girl, it's not that deep. Like, let her stand on her own. Let her get acclimated into the group. Let her, be her. But Sweet Tea is holding her own, and I think that, I think that there were some things that Heavenly said, because I was talking to one of the producers about this earlier today. I think Dr. Greg wanted to eat a quad up like a pork chop too. Honey, we'll talk about that in a few minutes. Okay, I'm gonna get to that one. That one right there, I'm gonna get to that one. You just hold your horses on that one, sir. I get it. But yeah, Sweet Tea, I just feel like Sweet Tea, honey, like Sweetie, like I get she's coming, she has to fight back. She has. I feel like she's held her own. I feel like Sweet Tea has made a name for herself. And also, one of the things that what I was saying to my producer earlier, or one of the producers earlier, is at the end of the day, y'all made Sweet Tea gave her a position on this platform. And I feel like, oh, that's what I want to say. Yes. One thing about Heavenly and why the rest of the girls rock with Heavenly the way that they do is because they have a relationship. They've been rocking with this show from the beginning. So they have a relationship with Heavenly. So it's kind of like having your annoying cousin that doesn't is a hothead. They're still family, right? Sweet Tea doesn't have any allegiance to Heavenly. She's new. She's the new girl coming in. So she doesn't know Heavenly like that. They don't have a history. So her saying stuff that Heavenly think, and I think that that's what Heavenly's problem is that she thinks that she can say whatever she wants to the group. And for the most part, Quad, Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone, they're going to forgive her. Toya, they're going to forgive her eventually because they all eventually will come back to censor. Sweet Tea doesn't know her like that. So they don't have any allegiances. They don't have any history. So Sweet Tea can't come in or Heavenly can't come in, throwing below the belt. And that's, to her, that's her man. You're talking about her man. You're talking about her marriage. And you've been talking a lot of crap throughout this entire season. So of course she's going to feel some type of way. And then you talk crap online. So I mean, I get where Sweet Tea is coming from. I also don't think that Sweet Tea should take a lot of the stuff that Heavenly says personally, because I also think that Heavenly is just kind of, yeah. Hold on. Heavenly said, "Oh, I can give." Right, Dade County. She came out, honey. But, but Sweet Tea held her own too. She said she was ready to go. She was ready to give it to her too. So I just wish that they had a different type of vibe, because I would love to see. I felt like they were gonna be the new freaking frack. I really, really, really did think that Sweet Tea and Heavenly could have a really dope relationship and really read some of these girls that are coming in there, but they're too similar in the sense of their temper. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know what I think it's probably it's a little too late for Sweet Tea, or excuse me, for Heavenly and Sweet Tea's eyes, because I feel like she's gone too far under the belt for her. But we'll see where it is. I don't know them. So let's get to some of these couples. One of the things that I saw on the interview with Dr. Simone and Quad on Carlos King is they asked the question, do you think, wait, is Sweet Tea originally from Georgia? I don't think so. I think she is from Georgia. Yeah, I think Sweet Tea is originally from Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Forgive me if I'm wrong on that. If somebody can find that out, that'll be awesome. But one of the things that they talked about on the interview was if Heavenly's husband, Big Daddy as she likes to call him, cheated on her. And the question that Carlos posed to Toya and to Simone was, do you think that, that he did that? And Toya said, everybody is capable of anything. And that's what her point was and what she was trying to say. And I get that, but at the same time, that's a really heavy thing to say, especially when you have history with someone. That would be a good fight with her and have honey. Yeah. But But I don't know. I don't think that he would do that. But again, you don't know. I don't know these people in real life, so anybody's capable of anything. So it is what it is. Let's get to these two. I have questions. I have to. We have to talk. I like Sweet Tea. I think Sweet Tea is phenomenal. I think Sweet Tea is really dope. I think she's made a good name for herself. I think she has done a phenomenal job at connecting with the audience and really making a name for herself. I think Sweet Tea is going to be one of a fan favorite next season. She set herself up for that. However, her husband. I don't know how Sweet Tea sat there and allowed her husband to sit there basically flirting with Phaedra, because Phaedra was like, let's clear the record here, honey. Did I ever ask you for $4,000? And he cleared it up and said, no, I did not. Like he basically was talking about, and even Apollo jumped in, which I was like, that's what made me think that Apollo is like, you know what I'm saying? Because you defended Phaedra like that, like you didn't have to say anything. You were just there to be acting, and you jumped in. So I get it. That's the mother of your children, and you're just being a nice gentleman. Fine self. But anyway, I digress. I think that Phaedra really wanted to clarify things. I think that it made me realize that there wasn't that type of relationship, because there was an insinuation that Greg liked Phaedra like that, and Phaedra liked Greg, like they had some type of relationship, and I don't think it was that deep for Phaedra. I don't think it was that on that level. And if you look at her track record, let me be quiet. I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't think Dr. Greg is ugly. I don't think he's ugly, but I don't think that he's Phaedra's type. He flirted with Phaedra. His crotch got hot. Look at that, honey. The way, I don't know. I don't think that he likes Quad like that anymore. I don't. I do think that he has love for her. I just don't think that he's in love with Quad. I think that there was too much damage there, and I think that he really likes how Sweet Tea is. I really do think that him and Sweet Tea are in love. I really do. I think that they're a better fit. I think Quad needs a really strong. She needs a what's Dr. Heavenly's husband? She needs like a him, like a big daddy type, like a cool, calm, but still I run this type of household type situation. She needs somebody that can tame her, but still do it in a respectful, calm manner, because she doesn't need fire, because she's already fiery. That's just my opinion. That's just what I see. I think that she needs somebody super calm spirited, super chill. But yeah, these two. I forget her name. What is her name, y'all? But they got on my damn nerve. They got on my nerve. I don't know why they were there. I don't know why she was bucking up with was she bucking up with Toya? Yeah, I don't know why she was bucking up with Toya. Oh yeah, she bucked up with Toya and Eugene, because Toya and Eugene was saying whatever. Did you hear what Quad said? I'm not so sure. I'm leaving. I'm not dealing with you, Dr. Holt. But anyway, listen. I think that there are traditionalists out there. I think that that's his culture. I think that that's the way that they operate with each other. If he feels that there are certain things that men are supposed to do and women are supposed to do, and that works for them, kudos to them. But you can't. My only issue with Quad and Eugene saying anything about that is like, you can't get mad when they retaliate, just like you retaliate when people were talking about you and Toya. That's all I'm saying. I know too much. Let me be quiet. Call me afterwards, Dr. Holt. we gonna have a conversation. We need to have a high council meeting. Wait, who's this? Is this the same people? Oh yes, yeah, Eugene and Toya. I like Toya. I really do. I just think. Let's move on. I do. I don't know what's going. These two right here, Jackie and Jackie and her husband. Listen. When I say that I am really over Jackie. Like, I respect her and the work that she's done. But I really just feel like I feel like they are the quintessential epitome and the personification of a church couple. Like, super traditional church couple that like Dr. Jackie really gives me old church mother. Like, and old church mother in the sense of like shady, nice, nasty church mother. That's what they give me. And if that works for them, that works for them. You know, that's her name, Alicia. Yeah. And Kima. These these two. Yeah, Alicia and Kima. I keep forgetting her name. Dr. Kima. Yeah, okay, girl. Good luck. Yeah, I was trying to find out the name because I was like, I forgot the husband's name. What's his name? The Jackie Curtis. Yes. But let's get to my favorite couple, Cecil and Dr. Simone. I really love Sweet Tea was born in Arkansas, raised in Texas. She can't handle a day candy. Let's get back to Cecil and Dr. Simone. I felt like Cecil and Dr. Simone were producing this like really being like producers this season. Like, especially with the couples retreat, that's usually their thing. I want to say something though. I feel like Dr. Kima is a gal. You know what? I don't think he's a gal. I think he's annoying, but I don't think he's a gal. But you think everybody's a gal, so that's fine. I feel like we went a little too hard on Dr. Simone when it came to the trip. Yes, Dr. Carlos King revealed, and people have said this before with the people who do the trips. It's not the cast members that produce the trips. It's weeks and weeks and months, almost sometimes, advance preparation for those things. So it's not like they can just change things immediately or whatever. Now, and they usually tell whoever the host is for the trip where they're gonna go, what they're gonna do, and so that way they can let the group know. So it's not like they really had a deal, or a say in what that goes, how that goes. However, when it was brought to Dr. Simone, I would have probably pushed back against production and say, hey, this is not a good idea. So this is technically production's fault, in my opinion, but that's here nor there. I feel like Cecil's been kind of playing in the backhand. I think in the background. Like, he's been doing a lot of puppeteering with the guys. He's been doing a lot of producing in my opinion. So, but he's not like a Giselle producer where he's being like sneaky. He's just adding pouring a little extra gasoline, a little lighter fluid in areas. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not doing too much. Well, if he's not a gal, in the words of Tia, he gives me very feminine energy. You know what? Feminine. A mess. I don't know. Dr. Kima is very different. I just don't know. I want to say this though. This entire season was very, very tumultuous. Like, I feel like this entire season was very tumultuous. I really felt like we really went into a space of really getting Married to Medicine in a space where it's become one of the most popular shows on Bravo now. And I've always loved Married to Medicine. I even from when it first started, I watched it from its first season. I've been a huge fan of Married to Medicine. And I thought it was one of the better shows, in my opinion, compared to some of the other, housewife shows. Especially when Nene left, and even when Portia definitely left. Portia and Phaedra, that was really like, I was definitely tuned into Married to Medicine, because that was like the only other show that really kind of did its thing. But my point is that this season was really hype. I really do think that they need to make some changes. Like Dr. Kima and Alicia, they don't need to be there. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry, y'all. They don't need to be there. I'm all about, everybody getting their bag, but they don't need to be there. They don't. Quad needs to stay. If there's and basically y'all locked her in for next year, in my personal opinion, because if Quad's not there, you're gonna have a major hole in the audience ratings. I'm saying Phaedra can go. I like Phaedra. I really do. I just don't think this is her fit. I really want there to be different, and I want somebody else to activate Jackie. I really do. I need somebody else to activate Jackie. Because Simone is what, of course, and this is another thing. We get to a point where somebody makes a mistake and it's like, it's the end of, they're canceled forever, for life, forever. But then you have some of these white counterparts, like some of these white groups or white shows, and they will do something racist, or they'll do something, and then we're back to the next season of like, we're forgiving them or whatever. But let one of our queens do it, or whatever, or anybody else black. It's like a whole issue. But that's here nor there. That's a deeper dive conversation. I do think that Simone made a mistake when it came to Quad. I do think I also understood where Simone was coming from in terms of like, if I'm calling you my friend and you're only activating with me, or you're only engaging with me when the camera's on, that doesn't feel like an authentic relationship. So I get that. I understand that. I understand where she's coming from with that. However, I don't think that she should have went there with the whole family thing and that incident. You know what? You're a mess. Jackie needs to stand up for herself. That's another thing. Can we talk about that? Listen here. That really irritated me. I like Heavenly. But this whole situation, like with Heavenly being her damn bulldog, you can't speak for yourself, Jackie? You can't talk for yourself? What is your problem? Because that, and then for you not to stand, and then even when I don't know if you guys realized, but when Sweet Tea was reading some Heavenly, Heavenly was saying to Jackie, "Oh yeah, come on, stand up, say something," and she didn't say anything. And everybody was laughing, but I took heed to that. I saw that. I was like, oh, so you want Heavenly to always defend you, but you don't go and defend Heavenly. That's interesting to me. But that's here nor there. Anyway, I don't know about y'all, but this was a very interesting season. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the next season. I really hope that we do better with Bravo shows, because I'm about to go over to OWN, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm about to go over to see Carlos King stuff, because I'm just getting aggravated with like Potomac is just dragging. I'm so over Potomac, and I just give me Atlanta back at this point. I'm just over Potomac. Potomac needs a complete shift. I'm over it. Anywho. That's all I got, y'all. Because honestly, I feel like there's more drama outside of the show than there is on the show now. Like, that's where I'm at with everything. It's crazy. But we'll see how it goes. I love you guys. I hope you guys had a good time. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up on your way and crush the like button on your way in and on your way out. If you're watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. And I'll see you guys in the morning with Mona for Pyro Power Hour, our morning show. But until then, stay blessed, stay stress-free, and don't forget to tune in later today to It's Just Kim Live. She has 3 amazing queens coming on there. It's going to be a hoot, so make sure you guys check that out. And then also, if you are not a part of Patreon, head over to Patreon tonight at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can go ahead and tap into the hotspot, which is our Patreon, patreon.com/Pyro Media. Only $5 a month. But tonight is the Walt Bay Seduction, which is the Patreon version and their after show. So definitely make sure that you tune in, because they had a dynamic and phenomenal conversation yesterday. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they had to say in the recap. So make sure you go ahead and get that exclusive content over there. All right, y'all. Stay blessed, stay safe, and I will see you guys in the morning. Until then, peace. Bye, y'all.
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.